Hello, and welcome back to Victoria 3. Isn't she lovely? Look at these beautiful natural borders. I mean, nothing says natural quite like whatever the hell this thing is. I forgot to mention, by the way, as of like 3 episodes ago, we're running on patch 1.0.6 instead of 1.0.5. Not many huge updates. Main thing is like just some like performance improvements. They changed the way pops are handled a little bit, and they tweaked some AI stuff, changing the way they evaluate, like staying in alliances and helping out their subjects in diplomatic plays and stuff like that. Probably not really anything that's going to tangibly affect us. Like I said, we've been running on it for like 3 episodes already. So, I'm hoping to have this game done by the time patch 1.1 comes out, because that's going to be a pretty major patch, and I imagine it will break saves. So, worst case scenario, I can just hold off on updating until I finish this campaign, but I would like to finish this campaign before then. Obviously, last episode, we conquered all of northern Mexico, and we puppeted Honduras and Guatemala, so the American Empire is truly in full swing at this point. We are colonizing in Southwest Africa, as well as the Congo. We finished off Kenya. We're colonizing in New Guinea, and I think that's it. In fact, I could just scroll down here. Let me close you. I don't need you. I honestly don't need you right now either. And celebs. That's probably not how you actually say that, but we're almost done. In fact, yeah, we have like 1 province left, and it's going to finish. Maybe that might be 2 provinces. It's hard to tell, but that's going to finish quite soon. In fact, see, this is doing the thing again, where celebs has malaria, but it's going at about 100 days per tick, even with all of these other colonies we have. So it's doing the same thing that Congo and, that Gabon and Kenya were doing, where they were, like, ignoring the malaria penalty, but, like, now, see, this is 900 days, basically, for a full tick. Same story down here. We still have 250 days left, and we're only 72% of the way done. I don't understand. I don't know if that's a bug or what. Also, I don't think this was this at negative 468k last time we checked? That surely that can't be right. Our investment pool has a lot of money in it. We have a huge amount of gold reserves, and we actually should go into debt. Like this, you should be in debt in this game pretty much always, between like 0 and 40-50% of your credit limit, ideally, depending on how comfortable you are being risky. But because of the way debt works, I don't think I've ever actually explained this, but your interest payments, unlike, say, in EU4, where being in debt means you're just lighting money on fire, that's actually how this game works when you have extra money. So if we got up to like 80-90% of our maximum gold reserves, money would just start getting deleted from the game, because gold would start to lose value and you can't store it forever. That's how debt works in EU4. Like, your interest payments just like go to some ethereal bank out in space that doesn't actually exist. But here, your interest payments go to your pops, because you leverage your like industry to increase your credit limit. Your credit limit is determined by the cash reserves of all of your buildings or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, like, the nitty-gritty details, but it's something like that. And so owners and capitalists, people like that, will receive money from your interest payments. So you're actually just like helping them, and keeping the money stays in your circulation. So it's not like your money is not leaving your economy or your market if you go into debt. So it's good to go into debt, because that means you're expanding, and the capitalists are getting more money to help go back into the investment pool level. It's just like a never-ending cycle. I'm gonna hope that this stabilizes a little bit. I don't really know what would have changed. Snow on the ground. Yeah, we're just gonna delay. We're trying to finish off the last expedition here. I mean, I guess it's the construction goods. We're spending so much on glass and steel. But this was definitely not, like, I'm gonna go back and look at the end of the last episode as soon as I finish recording this one. I don't think it's gonna be that. So maybe that was I don't know. Snow clears. Cool. Okay, well, maybe these barracks aren't the best idea. Okay, it just went up like 300k. Oh, because we are building things so quickly. So I'm just going to let these barracks finish. And then we're going to have to decide what we are going to do. Let's look at our market. So, clothes. I also had a thought. I'm recording this the day after the last few episodes were recorded, so I've been thinking in between. I want to look at, since I have some states that are actually kind of low on population. Or not, I wish there was a way to look at states by, I mean, I guess if you did something like this, you could look at it this way. Yeah, by peasants. So, like, Virginia, D.C., Delaware, South Carolina, British Columbia, Utah, Louisiana. I want to, like, look at all these states and see if they have any industry that we can automate to help free up some workers. I don't think that we do in D.C. for sure, because all we have is government stuff. And this doesn't... Yeah, these actually use more employees, because they get rid of a bunch of clerks, but they hired 12,000 more bureaucrats than they were using clerks. So we might not even be able to use telephone switchboards in DC. But then what about, like, Virginia? Like, these we could use a steam donkey here. It would cost money for the building, but they're making plenty of money. That'll free up 20,000 laborers. We're already doing rail transportation. We know we can't do that. Over here, I don't think there's anything we could do. Livestock ranches, we could use fences, although I'd rather use barbed wire. But we don't have electricity right now, so that's not really an option. We could, we also don't have refrigeration unlocked. What about harvesting tools? If I'm gonna do this, I should probably just do it for everyone. Because I'm lazy, right? So, for rural... harvesting tools. That'll free up 10,000 jobs. This will free up 37,000 jobs. This will free up 37,000. Engines are going to go through the fucking roof here. We're going to free up easily over 100k jobs with our mines alone here. But I think that's good, because we actually are running into a bit of a population crunch in some states, which I was not really expecting. Also, why are we not using dynamite and lead? Instead, we expanded lead. I guess, I mean, eventually we'll probably need more lead, and I'll just try to remember to use dynamite. Coffee plantations. The colonial stuff, like coffee, dye, tea, I don't think we really need to worry about. Jesus. 94,000 people working on cotton. This might introduce a bit of an economic crunch while we have to sort out all of this, the transportation and whatnot. Lots of people are going to lose their jobs, so we're going to have to build more to give them places to work. But in the long run, I think that'll be okay. Where we have our sugar plantations? Mostly, okay, they're all in the States. So I don't really care about colonial states right now. Bananas surely are not here. Yeah, that's in Nauru. Logging camps, yeah. I can tell you right now, we're going to need to queue up about 100, not actually 100, but a shitload of motor industries. And here we go. So now, let's go to Pennsylvania, South Dakota, New York, Oregon. Let's start there. It's going to take us 23 weeks to build, like, what, 40 motor industries? Something like that? We're still not even using all of our construction. That's actually horrifying. I don't know, like, how much, or if there's, like, a formula you should use to calculate, like, if your population or GDP is this much, you should have this many construction points. But we have 890 construction every week. And we're only using 819. I don't even know what to do about that. Like, I guess... I don't think this is right. I think this is gonna... Yeah, we're gonna need more railways as well. So let's get started on that. I think it's over here. Yeah. You need a railway. You need probably 2 railways. And then I want all of these states, at least the ones that have people to work, to have a railway. New Mexico, maybe not. There's just not very many people. And we are incorporating these states, correct? All right. Our economy... Well, first of all, don't be alarmed. The money's going to go way down, probably by like a couple 100,000 at least, just because we're constructing again. But also, it might go way down because a lot of people lost jobs and a lot of shit's about to change. So we're just gonna watch. All right, it went up. That doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe the investment pool kicked in. Actually, that does make sense. Yeah, we're getting 600,000 a week from our investment pool. We're gonna drain that sucker dry. Music to my ears. A well-acclaimed troupe of wandering artists has arrived at DC, followed by hundreds of requests about our generous government funding one of their concerts. Their lyrics. No, you wouldn't understand it. Only the saddest and deepest souls are able to dive into their hearts wide open before us through those piano notes. Their songs talk about solitude, incomprehension, the lack of a serene place to retreat to. They truly capture the sorrows of a teenage soul. How would you understand it? For 5 years? Are you for real? Why not like 2 years? I feel like we should. I'm gonna do it. I just want progress. Isolated state regions. New Guinea and Celebs are all isolated. That makes sense. So let me get ports up and running over here. Where is my... Is this it? Okay, yeah, it is. I didn't realize that counted as part of this state, but that makes sense, I guess. Dude, we're never running out of interests. It's absurd. Well, it's because we built all those naval bases, right? I know I said a couple of episodes I don't think we're gonna get into the opium business. I think I lied. I think we definitely want to get into the opium business. We just gotta figure out how we're gonna do that. Reserves. We've got 17 in reserves in the Midwest. I'm not gonna mess with this for now. I forgot to talk about why having people in reserve is good during our war over here, because it like didn't come up at all, but I'll try to remember to talk about it at some point. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, it just means, like, it's easier... The AI very rarely has people in reserves. Is this the same war? I swear, every time I look over here, Russia and... This is a new war with Austria. First of all, what is this Austrian flag? That's not their default flag. Right? Their default flag doesn't have the emblem in the middle. It's just the black and yellow stripe. Am I having a stroke? I have said it a couple times. I have a private Austria save going right now. I switched to Austria-Hungary fairly early on, like in the first 15-20 years of the game, and they have a very different flag. So maybe I'm just not remembering the Austrian flag, but I could have sworn it was just a black and yellow stripe with nothing. But their politics are the default. They have a monarchy and an autocracy. Whatever. So what is this war over? Good God, this is a big war. So it's a leadership play. Okay, cool. So Russia, Austria, Portugal, Bavaria, Krakow, Denmark, Hamburg, and Baden are on one side, supporting Austrian leadership and Austrian subjugation of Lipa, and the return of Bohemia. Oh my God, I didn't realize Prussia has Bohemia. Bohemia is like by far the best Austrian state at the start of the game. It's better than Austria itself. It's better than Venice. It's better than Lombardy. It's amazing. Prague really is that bitch. Germany, or Prussia, excuse me, wants Hamburg, the Bavarian Rhineland, and Moravia in German leadership. And they have Schwarzburg, Prussian Hohenzollern, Saxony, and Lippe on their side. They have... This is just these two countries. I was about to say. So they should have a significant numerical advantage, but I bet the Prussian side has a quality advantage. But they are worried. That's going to be very interesting. It's too late for me to get involved. Actually, I do have a Polish interest. Why can't I, like, see this over here? I guess maybe because probably because none of the actual goals are in the Poland area. So even though Prussia and Austria both have land in Poland, the game is not counting that for me, which is kind of annoying, but also kind of understandable. We're slowly but Shuri, as in from Wakanda. We're slowly but surely improving with Russia. There's not really a good way to go about this. I guess I could bankroll them, but I also don't want to do that, because we're kind of... I mean, we do have a lot of excess money, but we're presumably going to start bleeding it pretty soon. Also, I should go back up to speed 5. A new quest. As the expedition advances, the prioritization of tasks... Okay, this is the one we've had over and over. We will find the settlement. Worst case scenario, we can lower our peril. But we have low peril. Oh, we have a baby. I did not realize. Okay, then we get the extra good one. Proportional taxation dropped dramatically. That's very annoying. It must have had a bad checkpoint. I wasn't paying attention. We are not wasting any construction right now. This is just going to keep going up as those barracks we built start to fill up. They should pretty much all be full almost by this point. Alright, now we have unused construction. So what are we going to use it on? I feel like we have too much construction, but I also don't think that's really technically possible. Wyoming needs railway. Are you... I believe you should be getting some, right? There has to be a better way to do this. Yeah, okay. You already have one, and you still need more, so take that. Although you don't have that many people. Sonora is low market access, but they can get some ports. They have no ports. That's crazy. Ohio needs definitely more than one more railway. Oh, they were getting 2 more, but sure, take 3. Ohio shouldn't be in a population crunch. What's your peasants? Only 77k. We're running out of people, man. Let me look at some other buildings and see what we can automate. So, like, textile mills. We could use mechanized looms. That would free up some jobs. Coal can free up some jobs. Tooling workshops, let's free up some jobs. So we need more coal. Paper mills, hey, have you ever thought about freeing up some jobs? Steel mills, let's free up some jobs. Dude, coal's gonna go crazy. We could also, even though we are like rapidly expanding our motor industries, and motors are very expensive, we could automate that. But let's start by just going sicko mode on some coal right now. Like, at least something like that. Let's look at how our radicals are changing, by the way. Yeah, plus 500k from decreases in standard of living. We have probably cost at least 500,000 people, if not more, their jobs by doing this automation. But I think long term this will be good, because then we could just give them jobs doing other stuff. Maybe. We'll see. I've never really automated in Victoria 3. I talked about this several episodes ago, about, like, unless you're facing a population crunch, which we kind of are right now, I don't think it's necessary, because it just costs people jobs, which is not really... Whoa. I think he might be a little bit overmatched here, Sind. I do not care. Is this not started yet? Oh, it has. Actually, well, your support is dropping pretty quickly. I'm sorry, I'm gonna unpause. I'm just very interested in this. So Prussia is pushing here, but someone is pushing deep into the Rhineland. I don't know what flag that is. It kind of looks like the Bavarian flag, but, like, not really. I guess that is what it is, though. It's just, like, layered on top of each other. Interesting. Question is, what is Russia doing? We're losing a cool 500,000 a week. We've drained our investment pool. We've almost drained our gold reserves. It's kind of horrifying. We should probably now focus on glass and steel. What's the price of porcelain? It's still very high. And then we'll do, I can't automate glass blowing until I get automatic bottle blowers. Makes sense. We probably should check on tools as well, because we're going to be using a lot of those because we're automating so much. But I want... Come on. Click on the right thing, please. I want steel. I want a lot of steel. I want so much steel it's going to make your head spin. That might be a bit much. We'll wait and see. Tools. Tools are actually quite cheap right now. Interesting. We're starting to nosedive a little bit. Explosives, also, let's check on that. Explosives are expensive, but how about fertilizer? Fertilizer's dirt cheap. I run into this problem every game, where fertilizer's so cheap, because I need to crank out chemical plants to make explosives, but fertilizer is just so it comes with it. You can't make explosives by themselves. You have to make them in tandem. And it's very frustrating, because I mean, they're still making money hand over fist, honestly. So... Actually, I'm going to do 5 more in Indiana, because Ohio's probably getting squeezed a little bit. Let's actually just do all of them in Indiana for right now. Yeah, you have 60k peasants. Temporarily embarrassed millionaires. For 2 years, I mean, we're already losing money. Might as well lose even more, right? Let's find a settlement. Let's wait for nightfall. It's offered us provisions for the baby and the mother. It's just a cheat code to have a baby on an expedition. Declare interests. I want to move over here at some point. Not like conquer... I mean, I might take a treaty port or something. But I just want to be able to have a say in things happening over there. But I think let's start... over here. So we can maybe have a say in future shenanigans. Czech people are migrating to Normandy. Okay. I don't know why you felt the need to tell me that. Opium, unproductive. I know. We're going to have to do something about that. Glass, explosive, and steel. All of those are in the queue, man. I cannot believe how quickly we're building stuff. I've never had construction anywhere near this, even in my Brazil game. That was like my first complete playthrough, and also my first like big, major, successful playthrough. So I definitely didn't do things like fully optimally there. But I was the number 4 great power and had land all over the world and stuff. So I don't think it was like a failure or anything. Wait for nightfall. I'm sorry I'm not reading any of this, but we've read pretty much all of these 100 times. We keep getting the same events over and over again. Threshing machines. So now we can automate farms even more. Is it necessary, is the question. I'm going to say no for now. Let's take a look at our states by peasants again. No, that's not what I want. Stop it. Sonora's drained. Utah's close. Delaware's close. Baja's close. South Carolina. Nevada. But a lot of these have gone up quite a bit. Like, Arkansas was at, like, 7k peasants when we checked earlier. Now they're up to 28k. So people are losing their jobs, which is not good. But, I mean, it's tricky. Because you don't want people... But then we could just, like, maybe throw those people into barracks. It's, like, the ultimate way to give people jobs. -2 for the roll folk or the industrialists. I'm assuming the industrialists are happy and the roll folk are not. They're... Or you just lose authority. For 5 years. That would put us negative, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm just going to say the industrialists. Get over it. So we are definitely... We're in a bit of a pickle here. We're not going to be able to drop construction expenses fast enough to make steel frame construction. Now, we could just contract the construction industry, which might be a good idea. We have so many construction sectors. I don't know how, like, super necessary they are. Like, we don't need one in Massachusetts. We don't need one in Virginia. We don't need any in South Cameroon. Let's do that. It's not going to make a huge dent, but it will do something. And right now it's just about slowing the bleeding. We still have unused construction. This is ridiculous. I don't know. So the textiles in Pennsylvania are hurting because fabric and tools are super expensive. Do you have low market access? You do, like significantly low market access. So, and you don't have a single port. Philadelphia has a port on the river. Come on. What are you talking about? Anyway. So let's get you up to like this. And we could even do... Never mind, that's actually... I mean, it would just create more transportation. Engines are dirt cheap, which isn't surprising because we kind of flooded the market with our motor industries. Maybe you should have put a little more thought into that. Yeah, none of these dudes are making money because there's so many of them. But hopefully we could just, like... I mean, we could always automate. We could always automate. I don't know. Or we could just expand railroads all over the place. And what are we using engines on other than railroads? Coal mines and logging camps. That's it? Let's get some power plants going. We'll have... New York do some power plant stuff. I actually probably don't need that many. Hold on. And then I want to get all of these Pennsylvania railways up to the top of the queue. So we've unlocked elastics for textile mills, bicycle messengers for barracks and conscription centers, and automatic bottle blowers. Okay, first of all, I do want bicycle messengers. So now rubber's going to be expensive, so now we have a reason to expand our rubber industry. Let's start with that. And, what was... I already forgot what else it unlocked. You were over here, right? Elastics for textile mills and automatic bottle blowers. I don't know that we're going to do automatic bottle blowers. Excuse me. Oh, it leads to automatic bottle blowers. Okay. Elastics just increases luxury clothing, which I don't care about. So, No, thank you. All right, let's leave that. Wait, what do power plants use early on? I apologize. They just use engines. Okay, well that's actually fine, because I need more engine, consumption. What are we going to research is the question. We could automate some plantations, but most of our plantations are in unincorporated territory, which I don't really care about at the moment. Maybe we modernize our military a little bit. Maybe we finally go after malaria prevention. It's still going to take 5 years, though. I want to see that drop to, like, 3 or 4. Feminism. That would allow us to get more women. Yeah, I actually think that would be good. Because that would allow us to increase the number of people that in every state that are allowed to work. Which is really, like, the problem we're facing right now. Gold has been discovered in Nevada, but it's only gold fields, yeah. And I think gold mines are always there. You can't discover more gold mines. Dissenters break ranks. I'm going to lose my mind. Proportional taxation, I thought it would actually be like a waste, but it actually would be quite helpful to us. Let me make sure... Yeah, we're not... I don't want to go lower here. And I really don't want to go higher here. So... we don't really have a choice. And it's also like, I mean, what's the difference in losing 250k and 390k? Like, it's not going to make a difference. Dude, I don't know what to do. So much. I really want to delete construction sectors just so I can stop having to look at construction every 2 seconds. This is just simply too much construction. Oklahoma, you're not building anything. Congrats. Idaho, you're not building anything. Congrats. Sorry that you lost your job, but I'm just too lazy to deal with this right now. Now, let's look at the market. We need... There's a shortage of rubber. Have we already built the rubber we were building? We're working on it. But if there's a shortage, that means we need... We're producing 60. How can there be a shortage if there's zero consumption? Doesn't make any damn sense. What do you mean? Oh, okay, well, so for some reason it just wasn't showing up. Okay, so barracks, yeah. We're getting 60 from 2, and we're building 3, so that should be good. I don't think we need to build any more. But we do need to build more coffee, luxury furniture, and luxury clothes. Maybe some wine, some ammunition, some tea. So let's get some tea going. And some coffee. And some ammunition. I'm gonna unpause, by the way, sorry. Are we seriously still... Never mind. Okay. We're running out of places to declare interest. Manchuria, sure. Swiss people are moving to Texas. Yeah, we do have an unhealthy economy. We actually, like, need to do something. We are already over halfway past our credit limit. I guess I'm gonna go back to iron frame construction. That really sucks, because now, like, all of these industries we built up, like glass and steel, are gonna crater. Because they're going to be producing so much, and we can't support it. The expedition hopefully will go away soon. Military wages. We're spending a shitload on ammunition. We also need to expand our universities a little bit. We're spending a shitload on paper. First of all, I want to get... everywhere that has population, I want to expand that quite a bit. Ammunition we're working on, rubber we're working on. I guess we could import some, but we're also running low on bureaucracy. Yeah, I think we're going to have to switch to... I never import enough. That's like one of my biggest problems. Repeaters unlocked, so arms industries can now produce more small arms, which I don't know that they really need to. I'm gonna leave it unpaused. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a bit of a crazy episode. It'll make small arms super cheap, which is, like, good and bad. So let's only switch over, like, Michigan, maybe, for now. Wait for nightfall. Rubber boom in Gabon. Cool. I think it's time. We gotta switch back. Which is gonna make fabric skyrocket, wood skyrocket, iron skyrocket. It's gonna destroy the glass explosives, tools, and steel industries. And it's also not really gonna solve a lot of our problems. Where is all this money go? Like, I'm a little bit confused. We were making... I mean, some of it is because we rapidly expanded our military. But it's certainly not all because of that. I mean, it's 500,000. Even with iron frame buildings. We were making over 100k a week last episode. We're over 500,000 less than that. And I'm not quite sure where it's all coming from. I mean, construction goods is a big part of it. Look, I mean, we're still spending 345k. I'm just going to let this run for a little bit. Iron is disgustingly expensive. I really hope I haven't, like, ruined this playthrough. Automating just kind of destroyed everything. I should have just kept expanding our iron frame construction sectors, maybe, instead of going for steel frame. Now, why is iron... I mean, obviously we're buying a lot of it now because we're doing iron frame construction. Yeah, we have, like, a massive shortage of iron. But I don't feel like that was the case before, so, like, why is it the case now? But when I say before, I mean before we switched to steel frame construction. Do we really have that many more construction sectors than we did 2 episodes ago? I don't think we do, especially since we've deleted like 10 of them. But I guess we're going to do something like... Let me do this in this screen so I can make sure I'm doing it in places that have the peasants to spare. So even though I just deleted... Oh, wait, no. That's not what I'm doing. Thank God I didn't actually click on anything. I'm doing iron mines. We'll start with that. And let's get basically all of you up to the front. Bro, we've had this same event at least 6 times in this one episode. We're also at 40 minutes. So yeah, this is a bit of a... I kind of broke everything. I might have to start raising taxes. We're 8 million away from our credit limit. I remember when I said it was good to be in debt. We have burned through over 40 million pounds, not counting the investment pool in this episode. Because we were at, what, like 16, 17 million gold reserves, and now we're 25 million in debt. And we had at least 6 or 7 million in the investment pool, plus whatever we're getting every single week, which is like 100 plus K a week. So that's quite funny. Now, 53K is going to go away. You would think this expedition seemingly will never end. We've got 22K for 3 more years a week. We're losing 10% of our tax income. I forgot about that. So that's actually making quite a significant difference. Actually, we're losing 10% twice. That's probably a big source of what the problem is. It's not going to fix everything. We still have a lot of issues. But that will help a little bit. Because I don't know if that's multiplicative or additive. Surely it's additive. Or... Wait, actually, no. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But I think it's saying, like... So let's say you lose 10% of 100. It goes down to 90. And then you lose 10% on top of that. It goes down to 81. I don't think I'm losing 20%. Even though effectively, it kind of... At least with 100... It winds up being mostly the same, at 80 versus 81. But with different numbers, it might be different. I don't really know. I'm going to stop talking because clearly I'm dumb. But I hope that this playthrough is not ruined. If it is, feel free to laugh at me. And if you're enjoying this series, if you're enjoying watching me set myself ablaze, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.